Okay guys, so I've got all my stuff. Here's the stuff for the Daytona gearbox, as it were, for the gear lever. Like I say, I'll put Wes's details down in the description where to buy this. You buy the file basically and you 3D print it yourself. Everything comes included, you've just got to print it off. So we've got that, we've got our encoder, loads of bolts and stuff, washers, and of course the shifter. I had to buy this separately. Over in the UK, I bought it from Smith's. That's a toy shop. It was $49.99 if I remember correctly. The reason why I've had to buy it, it's good that you can buy it separate as well. I'm using, as you know, a Thrustmaster TX wheel, which is for Xbox and PC, and the gear shifter that comes with that would not suit this at all. Wes has kindly done a breakdown video on his channel. Again, I'll link it down in the description in case I don't explain myself too well. But essentially, we're going to crack open this bad boy and be putting it in that bad boy. So I'll take you through the steps because we've got to put these bits in. Again, he does a detailed instruction booklet that you get with the kit. So I painted all these up. I've got all my fingerprints over it at the minute. I do need to give it a polishing, but I'll do that after everything's done because I've got to keep polishing it, keep touching it. So I'm going to need to keep polishing it. So just make sure the camera can get that in. Yep. So we've got our little wedge that goes in first, and that will just make everything level. Then L-shaped, I don't know if you want to call that an L-shaped, whatever shape that is, a bracket that goes in next, and there's a notch there that corresponds with a notch here. So there really is only one way you can put it in. So that's in. So that's now all level. I don't know if there we go, that's all level now. Whereas if I didn't have that wedge down the bottom, they'd have some play in it. Next is the actual gubbins that the gear shift's gonna screw onto. So that goes in next, that slides in. So once that's in, this is all really tight. But we're gonna chuck there's a couple of holes underneath. Sorry, I've got to look at the camera as well as doing this. Yeah, there you go, there's a couple of holes. We're going to put some bolts in. I think these ones are a bit too thick. I'll have a look. Yeah, these ones are a bit too thick. So I've got 3 types. I think I'll go for the skinnier one. Does that fit? Yeah, that fits. So go for the skinnier ones, and we'll go for some washers because these bolts didn't come with washers. So I'm just going to put a couple in because I've got them. So there we go, that's nice. And this is just going to make everything so sturdy. So this nut's got like a nylock washer, well, not washer, a bolt. So that's going to make sure it's really tight. I don't want to put that on the wood because it's going to scratch it. So let's just make sure that, yep, that fits. This fits, so I'm just going to do this up. don't want to do it up too tight because you don't want to end up cracking the 3D print, but that is really nice and tight in there now. It's lovely. So like I say again, I did use some washers just to help keep that solid. So now the next thing is to crack open the gear shifter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a cloth. Just so the plastic's not on the wood and scratches it. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to be putting it in there anyway, but I like to keep my stuff pristine as I can. So there it is. So we've just got some just instructions in there, but we're not going to need them. So let's crack open the bag, and there we go. Brand spanking new. Right, so what we're going to need to open this is one of these, I guess. So there's a couple of screws there, a couple of screws there, and Allen bolts there. So I'll crack on with this. Don't see the Allen bolts from the key. Just out place. So I'm now underneath and lift it up the gear shifter, and there's another screw holds it on. Okay, so now that's on, open rather, we lift that straight off, and there's another couple of screws. There's 3 screws to be exact, and we'll get those out. So you're going to need quite a long shaft. That's right, I said shaft. Sorry about the planes, it always seems to be planes at the minute, I don't know why. I don't know whether I've just never noticed them before. Okay, that's them 3 out, so this should lift up. Oh, is it these keeping it in as well? Possibly. Looks like it. Yeah, so these got to come out as well, so I'll quickly do this and I'll come back because it's going to take a little while. Okay, so now they're out. Just put that to one side because we do not need that anymore. And here we go. Basically, here's the gubbins. So again, we need to undo everything and then we'll transfer it. So there's a few things to be careful. Like I say, I'll include Wes's video as well, because all credit goes to him. He's the one who found all this out. So there will be a link to his video as well. So we just want to undo everything. Keep all your screws in that because you might need them for other things. But we'll take that out. This has to come out because this is holding the cable in. So that's the cable free. Now there's a bit of glue here. Be careful, but it's just like hot glue, so it'll just prise up, but you don't want to hit the wire doing so. So you don't want to just yank it out either. There we go. That's that cable free. Okay, so these screws are important because these 6 screws will be going in these 6 holes. No particular order, so just make sure you keep these. Let's get that ready. So it would seem that the black screws are smaller than the silver ones. I don't know if that makes a difference in this or not, but there are some things that he did warn about in his video, and that's there's a ball bearing. I'm not too sure. Oh, I see it. It's there. Let's just see if the camera can pick that up. There's a ball bearing right there. Sorry I can't get it any clearer than that. I don't want it to spring out. So he said the best code of practice is to squeeze these 2 bits together and don't let go, and then transfer it in. Because if you lose that ball bearing, you lose all. Go! Like I've just done. You lose all the like you can see, there's no spring or tension there now. So I've got to somehow get that ball bearing back in, which is going to be fun. But I suppose I've done it, so I can show you how not to do it. Alright, so it goes there. Boy, that was silly, but hey ho. Okay, so there we go. So you want to grab hold of that with all your might, and there's the ball bearing. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but again, I don't want to flamingo up like I've just done. And the other bit is this bit. I don't know if that's some kind of sensor, but that has to go in that way, not that way. Has to go in that way, and there's a little slot in there as well where it will go in. Sorry, that's the only way I can describe it. So this goes in like so. Be careful not to pinch the wires. just making sure everything goes in nicely. There we go. So literally is only one way it can go. I'm all greasy now because of the ball bearing. Literally is only one way it can go, and you don't want to force that sensor because you don't want to break it. So this will just tuck around nicely and put the 6 screws in. So I'm going to put them in the way they come out. So the black screws are at the back, and there was 4 silver ones at the front. Now, I've got to say, I was a bit worried because this did seem, I've seen like guys play, well, friends as well, play Daytona, and they really yank. But I guess you just got to be a bit careful, because obviously this isn't industrial or nothing like that, but it really does feel quite solid. So okay, so now that's done. That really does feel sturdy. I'm quite pleased with that. So with this, I'm just assuming this gets tucked around the side. And what I might do is put a splooge of hot glue down the side just to help it, keep it tight. Again, you don't want to kink any wires or have any wires get in the way, so that will plug into the computer. You don't want to put the top on either, because you've still got to get to certain holes to put it into your machine. But I'll just grab the top. So that'll be the top. And I'll have to do something in there, I'm not too sure what yet, but I'm undecided. Do I go, this is the one that you get in the kit, that is pretty much how the Daytona knob looks, or do I keep it like so? Just because, I don't know, I know that's not real leather, but it'll feel nicer, I think. I'm not too sure. What do you think? Number 1, the Logitech one, or number 2, the Daytona look one? Let me know, guys, in the comments. But that's going to be it for this. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And yeah, so I can't put that on just yet because I've got to get to the bits inside when I'm putting that on the cabinet. So getting real close, guys, I'm getting real close. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching this far. If you got this far, please give me that little cheeky like. It really does help me out and the channel out. If you haven't done already, please subscribe and tickle that notification bell, because that way you will get notified when I put new videos out, which videos are coming out kind of as quick as possible. And the next one, I think we'll be putting this one on the cabinet, and hopefully we can get to the software side of things. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, never give up.